Hello, beautiful. Welcome to your reading. How does he view you right now? I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. Let's get straight into your reading. Meditate here with the three cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful number one. Welcome to your reading. How does he view you right now? I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. Let's get straight into your reading. I see here that you are naturally drawn here to your card, the Goddess Oya. And the Goddess Oya is about expression. The fire zodiac signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries are significant here. And what I am picking up is that he sees you as someone that's quite feisty right now. You're going to do whatever you want to do, go wherever you want to go, and just really live your life to the fullest. He feels like you're very verbal right now. You're going to speak your mind, speak up, and say exactly what it is you need to say when it comes to this relationship connection. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he view you right now? How does he view you right now? And you have the blue aviance philosophy, a releasing karma and mysticism. So with the avian energy, the blue avian energy, I can definitely see that he's emotionally connected to the relationship. He's very concerned about, your feelings, what you're thinking. Also, with the philosophy, I feel like you've expressed to him some sort of like quotes or something like that. You're very philosophical. You like quotes. You are very spiritual as well. I also feel like that he's walking light when it comes to this relationship connection because he doesn't want to receive any negative karma. So he's really being cautious right now with his actions and his words and how he does approach you. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he view you right now? How does he view you right now? And you have here the Five of Cups. This is emotion. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are significant here in the reading. Water energy. With the Five of Cup energy, he is feeling regret, grief over the relationship, feeling like he's abandoned or left out. I feel like you have cut off, some of the communication. You're not texting or talking as much to him as you were in the past. So he's feeling regretful again over his actions, over some of the things that he has done. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he view you right now? What is happening with this connection? You have hit the Emperor energy. With the Emperor energy, he knows that you are making moves, making plans. You are strategic with the way you are going about your day, planning for your future. I feel like you have got into like a higher learning educational system, going back to school, or doing something to level up. And so he sees you as growing as well. And with the Emperor energy, he definitely views you as someone that is fully in charge of your life, fully in charge of your behavior, your emotions, because you can be, again, quite feisty. You can tell him everything that's on your mind, tell him where he can go and what he can do without being nice about it. And so right now, he just sees that you have this patience about you, okay? He is noticing that you're a lot grounded and you're doing things now in moderation. So there is some earth energy coming through as well, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he view you now? What is happening here with his energy, how the fifth chakra, with the fifth chakra coming through. This is a great significance. The number 5 is significant, either in the birthday, birth month, or birth year of his chart. But with the fifth chakra, this is the energy of the throat chakra. Okay, it supports your ability to communicate clearly and truthfully. And I love the fifth chakra showing up because that is a clear confirmation of the message that Spirit just gave us, that you are able to speak what you feel, speak it from your mind and your heart. But Spirit is encouraging you here to just slow down when you address this issue, when you address this person, and speak with kindness and tact, because you always want your vibration to be cool, to be good. And you want to tell the truth, though. You want to let him know how you truly feel. Just express it, truthfully, of course. If something is bothering you and is frustrating, let him know that. Just don't go off. You know what I mean? And he feels like you are calm now with your words, as seen here with the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. And with the throat chakra, you're looking at Taurus. Taurus is the ruler of the throat. So yeah, he's waiting for you. When you're ready to express yourself again verbally, he is waiting, because he has those eyes wide open and looking like, okay, what is she going to say next? Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. So how does he view you now? How does he view you? You have here, need time to heal. And right now, I am in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. And this isn't about you, it's about me. And this is how he feels. He really does. You see the 5 of Cups? This is about healing. It's about loss, a sorrow, like a disconnection between the communication with you two. And, not only is he feeling like he needs to step back for a moment, but he sees you and views you as in this healing space, this space of temperance, this space of you are really aligned with balance and harmony, patience, self-control, and moderation. You're not just reacting no more. You are taking time out to look at everything from a different perspective and respond more carefully. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he view you now? How does he view you now? And you have here the dragonfly. Ooh, the dragonfly. He definitely sees that there is a lighter vibration here with the connection. You're more lighthearted, with finding out things that are coming to light. You're able to adopt. He does feel that there's a change in the energy, change in your vibe, not giving him so much attention. You're not texting, not calling as much. So he feels that shift. And healing here is also significant with the dragonfly energy. It's really about you protecting your energy, raising your vibration, aligning with that greater version of who you are. And so he views you as having more confidence, self-worth, self-assurance, and definitely self-love, because you are pouring more into yourself. Your cup is full. You felt like that maybe you were pouring into other people who had holes in the bottom of their cup. And you're like, you know what? I am pouring so much that these people do not recognize what I am giving. And he is a part of this energy. So he's recognized that you are taking time out for yourself to really just give everything to you. And see, that's an intuition, that's a growth, that's spiritual illumination. That's something that Spirit has given you. okay? And you're recognizing it. You're understanding that you have to truly take care of yourself before you can take care of anyone else. Beautiful, number one. This does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. And they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful number two, and welcome to your reading. How does he view you right now? I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. So let's get straight into your reading. I see here your energy. You're naturally drawn to the goddess Kuan Yin. This is about compassion. So he definitely feels like you are maintaining and holding a sense of like distance, and you really don't want to speak out and communicate with him unless you have something good to say. You know that old saying that, your parents would say, don't say anything unless you have something good to say. And that's how you are. So he can feel it. He can feel like you're really about protecting, your mind, protecting your spirit. And it's just really time for you to have this compassion for yourself. So you are tuned in, okay, to that greater version of yourself, because this is where compassion should always start. Before, you were giving him the benefit of the doubt, feeling sorry for him, but that energy is of low vibration. That energy of feeling sorry is not helpful because feeling sorry is a low vibration. There's a difference in how you feel when you feel compassion and when you feel love versus when you feel sorry. So he views you as like chilling out, having compassion. And, he feels like you definitely, see him with love. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. So what's happening here? What is going on? How does he view you? You have these Syrians, responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. Yes, he definitely views you as a very responsible person. Earth energy coming through, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. He sees you as being responsible, honey. Feeling like you have learned your lessons in this relationship connection. Definitely sees you as someone like is more mature than he is. Yes, he loves to play, games, play mind games, act up. And it's just him. He hasn't come to that knowing of like, you know, the difference between operating from his ego and operating from his higher self. He just practiced it so much that he feels like that is where he should be, acting from his ego. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, he sees you as being very mature, compassionate, responsible, taking care of yourself, taking care of your business. He knows that you're self-sufficient. You can do things on your own and you don't need him. Let's get more insight. You have here the Knight of Wands. So with the Knight of Wands energy, that's fire. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries are here. And the Knight of Wands energy, let me point out that although, yes, you're responsible, yes, you are mature. Let me just tell you this. With the Knight of Wands energy, he does know that you're very free-spirited and you're unbothered, extremely creative. He has this very strong attraction to you. He sees you as being like very sensual, very sexy, alluring, and he feels like other guys see you in that way as well. He feels like other guys want you in a romantic way as well, the way that he sees you. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he view you now? How does he view you? You have here the third chakra. The number 3 is significance in the birthday, birth month, or birth year. And specifically here with the third chakra, this is the energy of the solar plexus chakra, okay? And it helps you to realize who you are and who you want to be so that you can set a course towards your goals. Now, you see, I love that the third chakra came out as a confirmation with the message that came through just earlier about how you are focused, Okay, you're very responsible. You're focusing on yourself. I love this for you. He sees you as pushing forward, focused on your goals, creative. And it lays naturally here under the Knight of Wands, which is about creativity. It's about fire, passion, enthusiasm for what you're doing with your life. You don't want to waste any more time, any more energy with this person, not as long as you know that you have things that you want to do. You have goals that you want to accomplish. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. I'm picking up some passionate energy from you. Like, you really want a life that feels fulfilled, happy, adventurous, and you are a risk taker. And that's what it takes for you to see your dreams manifest. It's simply belief and movement, and you have it. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what's happening here with this person? How does he view you now? And this card definitely jumped out of the deck, and it is the Eight of Pentacles. And with the Eight of Pentacles energy, that pentacle energy is physical. It is Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo here. In the reading, the Eight of Pentacles is about mastering your craft and enjoying your employment. You are great at whatever skills you have. You're paying attention. You're minding your business, and you are drinking your water. You're taking care of yourself. He sees you in this way, putting yourself first. Okay, putting your career first, your education, your achievements. As he definitely views you as someone as being hardworking, and Spirit wants you to know that there are results. Okay, your results. Things may seem to be going slower than you anticipate, but things are going in divine order. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what is happening here? How does he view you? How does he view you now? How does he view you? And you have unblocked me. Oh my, I felt this energy. I miss you and I want to connect. Please unblock me literally or energetically so we can speak. I have a lot to say. See, he wants you to call him. I feel like you have blocked him energetically. You may have blocked him physically as well. But he is thirsty for that energetic connection with you. You are the light bringer, the optimist here. You bring so much energy and joy to the people that you genuinely mess with, okay? You're loyal to a fault. And what this means is sometimes you're so loyal that you don't really see when certain people are not loyal to you. But you are growing and you are waking up to that. The rain is gone and you can see clearly now. You know what's up. Yeah, he's like, unblock me, call me. He wants you to call so bad. Like, even if you don't have him blocked, it's like an energetic block. And he wants you to call him. So if he's not calling you, know that that is a sign he is ghosting you, and that is to get you to call him. Again, this person has been operating out of his ego, all right? Fear, delusion, not really seeing what he has in front of him when he looks at you, simply because his perspective is cloudy based on the way that he is thinking. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he view you now? How does he view you? What is happening? This guy is something else. Let's see it. How does he view you? You have here the butterfly. Relationship evolving. You're growing. Yeah, your relationship with yourself and the source is evolving. And he feels like you're moving to the next phase of your life. and like you are healing your inner child. Like you had some challenges in your childhood growing up, and you are healing that stuff. You're taking care of that stuff, and it's growth here for you, okay? Growth. That's how he sees you, as growing, right? But yet and still free spirited, aligned with that inner child. Always very curious, always wanting to know. And he's very curious as well, wondering who are you dating? Who are you out with? Who are you hooking up with? Who are your friends, romantic or platonic relationship? He's very nosy in that way, but yet and still he sees that you are private now and you're not sharing with him so many things that he had the pleasure of knowing about you before. He doesn't have that access to you the way that he had before. And that is something that is really tripping him out right now. Beautiful. Number 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments, and they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful number 3. Welcome to your reading. How does he view you right now? I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. Let's get straight into your reading. I see here your energy. You're naturally drawn to the goddess Hecate. This is about magic. He definitely knows that you are able, honey, to turn your visions into reality. I can definitely see here that he's focused on you really energetically in his mind, wondering where you're going, what you're doing, who are you doing it with? Okay? Yes, honey. He definitely knows that you have the capability of doing and getting anything that you want. So he's not really worried about you in that way. Like, you're someone that he sees as being abundant in so many areas, physically, mentally, spiritually, and as far as financially, that's not a problem either. Again, you can do and have whatever you want. So he sees you in that way as being like an asset, a relationship asset. Okay, so let's get more insight on that and more clarification. And what's happening here, Spirit? And how does he view you now? You have your soulmates. He definitely feels like there is a soul connection, a partnership, an agreement, and a soul contract. Okay, that energy around that soul connection is definitely here, a strong relationship vibe that he is seeing you as like relationship goals, before anyone else. This is what he views for you. Like, he feels like any male, any divine masculine energy would love to have you. He doesn't call it divine masculine energy, but he just says like, man or any guy would be so lucky to have you. You are soulmate material. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How does he view you now? How does he view you now? How does he view you? You have here the creator. And with the creator energy, I love the creator coming out because this is a strong confirmation of what just came through seconds earlier. Like, you can do, be, and have anything that you want, okay? And create the life that you want. So I love this coming out. Nice confirmation starting out here in the reading. And also, he knows that you have the ability to say no, that you have boundaries in place. You have persistent and consistent boundaries where you are going to protect yourself. You're going to put yourself first. You have acknowledged who you truly are, and you are walking in that with faith. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he view you right now? And you have here transparency. With the energy of transparency, let me just point out here that this supports your expansion towards a higher vibrational state of being with more insight, honesty, and clarity. So there it goes. He sees that, yes, you're honest. If he asks you a question, you're going to be straight honest because you don't want to waste time and you don't want to play games. So how you come across to him is that you're trustworthy, you're loyal, you are honest, you are clear with what you are expressing as far as your wants, needs, or desires. He has the insight to know that you are honest. He feels like he can trust you with almost anything. I do feel like this is not the type of person that wears his heart on his sleeves. So he's not going to tell everything about his personal life, but he definitely feels like you are a trustworthy person. And so let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And how does he view you now? And you have here the Page of Swords. I love the Page of Swords showing up. Communication in air. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra here in the top placements of his chart or yours. And specifically here with the Page of Swords energy. It definitely feels like you are a great communicator. Love the Swords energy laying next to the transparent energy that we just got. So that's a nice confirmation as well. The Page of Swords energy is a clear message here that he's very curious about you, curious about your day to day. What are you doing? What are you eating? Where did you go for lunch? What are you thinking? Or do you have any friends? Do you have anyone else you're interested in? So he's watching your social media pages, spying with a private account. He is like a curious kid, but he also views you as being a curious kid too. Like you're very curious as well. You want to know certain things that are going on. You want to know about several different topics at one time. You'll search Google for, spirituality, synchronicity, as well as like education or whatever. Like you have this wide view of the world. Okay. And he sees you as someone that sees things from a higher perspective, a very curious person. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What's happening here? How does he view you? You have the star seed. Ooh, self, memories, and identity. He definitely knows that you know who you are, honey. You are walking in your divine feminine power. He sees you when it comes to self. He definitely, your physical appearance. He sees you as someone that is naturally beautiful. You don't need anything to make you even more attractive. So he recognizes that. He definitely knows that you know who you are. You don't need him to tell you who you are. You know who you are from experience and from living your life the way that you have lived it. And with the starseed energy, he feels like maybe he can be a bit boring to you. He's not really aligned with that greater version of himself. He thinks that you think that he's boring. Whereas that's because you're very adventurous and he's not either moving fast enough or taking more chances with his career or his dreams or his goals, or he's not even verbally expressive enough. So he thinks that you feel like he's quite boring. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What is happening here? How does he view you? How does he view you right now? What is going on? Ooh, something to say. There's something I really want to share with you, and I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. See? He doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't tell all of his personal business. I just want to straight out say your reading is accurate AF. I'm so grateful when the energy does align with each other and come out in this way. It's just so nice to see the confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. He just has not, caught up to being verbally expressive the way he is in his thoughts. So it's something he definitely wants to tell you, but he doesn't know how to tell you. And I feel like it's something to do with like his intimate nature. I feel like it has something to just simply do with love and letting you know how he truly feels about you, how he honors you, how he respects you, how he sees you. That's what I'm picking up here. And so, beautiful, number 3. This does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments and they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.